take us
Mhm.
back to the moment you realized the pet food industry needed improvement. Was there a specific incident with your own dog or cat that made you want to bring pet wants to our
Mhm.
community or even look into pet wants?
For us, I mean, it started with our 8-year-old Pitty. So, um, she she was our first bully breed that we've had.
Yeah.
We've never, our dogs previous to that never had any issues as far as they could eat whatever they needed, whatever they wanted. And within 24 hours of after adopting her, she broke out into hives.
Oh my goodness.
So, it was a learning curve, trying to figure out what is going on with her and coming to find out that bully breeds specifically, but a lot of dogs now also have allergies. It's not something that we had to deal with.
Oh,
So trying to navigate that was difficult.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, we were also at the same time, she was very shy. She was 9 months old when we got her.
okay.
And so she was on the street. She had kind of a rough history. So she was very, very shy. And so we had to work with a behavioralist to try and bring her out of her shell. And through that process, she was very experienced with bully breeds and having had a few. She recommended some sensitivity testings and things like that. And we come to find all the things that were a trigger for her. And when we looked at it, the list of things that could trigger her was like, holy crap, what could she have?
Wow.
And we didn't have anyone at the time that could help us with that process. We had no idea how to read a food label. So we just, started looking at, okay, let's find a food that has as few of these things as possible, which wasn't the right thing to do. Um, but through that, we were able to stumble into some different foods, and then they became either hard to find or they get discontinued because there wasn't a huge demand for them, and we just kind of felt alone, and there was no one to help us. So when we started looking for stuff, and we have a big passion for animals, and we found this brand and was learning more about them. We're like, holy smokes, if we would have had someone like this in our community, we would have had such a better time and
Mhm.
such an easier, experience with that.
Yeah.
And since then, like it's been real heaven sent, just the food and things that we now have access to for our own pets, and we're very happy to be able to be that support system for the community, whether it's going with our products or just working with us to try and find something that will work
That will
for
help
for
out.
them.
Yeah.
If they need help reading a label or something like that, we're more than happy to do that because more than anything, we just want to be that expert that we didn't have.
Yeah.
Right. And I know I actually have cats with digestive issues, and it's no fun. And the vet basically gives you the canned food that you buy from them that is science-based.
Yeah.
And, um, you can try this, you can try that. It's extremely expensive. And dogs too, but cats, I know even more. Oh my goodness, how picky are they? So it's like you buy this stuff, you put it down, you
Yeah.
go, okay, this is going to be good for you. You're going to feel better. And you put it down, and you bought like 10 cans or something for like, I don't know, $40 or whatever.
Hmm.
You put it in there and they put their nose
Yeah.
at you. And they're like, what
Mhm.
Yeah.
is this? And I'm like, really, you need to eat it. And then you're trying to supplement it with something else that maybe is good in their palate, that they'll actually eat it. And it's
Mhm.
just a roller coaster. And it's like, oh, forget it, then just eat something. So
Yeah.
now most people buy pet food that's been sitting in warehouses for months. Can you explain the specific difference in nutritional value between that and a bag of pet ones that was made just a couple of weeks ago? And also, I'd love to hear more about the labels, and is there misrepresentation on them?
For sure.
Yeah, so I mean the biggest thing between, our food is it's made about 8 times a year. So it's never going to be sitting anywhere like some of those big labels are at those big box stores. You'll see them and they're stored in the back. Sometimes they're stored on semis out in the heat. And when you think about that, you're just thinking about this your dog's food or your cat's food sitting and heating and losing their nutritious value month over month before it even gets to the shelf, before you're even seeing it to buy it. Our food, because it's made 8 times a year and we order it based off of what we need, longest we may have it is in our climate controlled storage unit and maybe 3 months, but it's going to be, I mean, it's cooked, slow and at lower temperatures. So the nutrients are locked in. So when we get it and we've got it and then we get it to you guys, it's going to be the freshest kibble you can get.
Yeah, and some of the benefits too with just the way it's made, slower, a little bit lower, it really makes it more nutritiously dense. So what that gives you is you're actually going to feed less to your pet. And the benefit of that is less waste. So we joke around, we call it the less poop lifestyle.
I love it.
Um,
I could benefit from that like right now with 2 of my cats.
yeah,
Listen, we have 4 dogs and we noticed the difference. A
like
huge
immediately.
difference immediately.
Yeah, our yard's not very big, and we were like, sure, well, these dogs are factories, right? And sure enough, it's been fantastic. But that's kind of the difference. And then with the labels, I mean, really what you're looking for is the first 5 ingredients on a pet label are the most important. And they're on there similar to what a human's nutrition label looks like. They're in order of how much is in there.
Right.
Now, what a lot of people don't know and what we didn't know is they're in order of how much is in there prior to it being cooked.
Oh,
So then there's a huge misconception about meal, chicken meal, salmon meal, lamb meal, things of that nature. What I'll tell you is just like humans, animals are made mostly of water. So if you have a label and you're looking at it, first of all, you don't want any corn, wheat, soy, anything like that in the top 5. It's high in the glycemic index. It can make your dog sugar crash. It's not really an ideal source of nutrients for them. So when you look at some of these labels, and you see, the first ingredient salmon, the next one wheat, the next one corn. Well, once that stuff ingredients are cooked, that salmon is going to fall all the way out of the top 5. And what are the first couple of things that you're feeding your dog? Corn, wheat, soy.
wow.
So the thing with that is a lot of people will look at a label and they'll see chicken meal and they don't understand what it is. They think it's bad. And so they'll disqualify it. They'll go to the next bag, they'll look at the label, and the first ingredient will be chicken. Okay, great. The very next ingredient after chicken better be chicken meal because the chicken is going to fall all the way out. What the meal is it is just already cooked chicken.
Oh.
So it stays at the very top because it's already been cooked. What you want to stay away from for sure in the meal categories are the byproduct meals.
Yeah.
So chicken byproduct meal, lamb byproduct meal. Because what the byproduct is it is literally just everything that is left after the animal's been processed, and it's not climate controlled. It's just kind of like laying out in a lot. These food companies can come and pick it up at a bargain.
It to be a
And
huge bargain. So,
yeah,
which is you'll see it in the price too because it'll be a cheaper food, but it's gonna be full of the pesticide, the stuff that you don't want in your stuff because they're trying to keep that, viable for the people for the companies.
yeah.
So basically that's the byproduct is the sausage.
Basically, yeah.
It's the mystery.
It's the
Which we
mystery.
don't-
Yeah.
We don't want to know how it's made.
No.
Yeah. And you want to stay away from things too, or it'll say something like, just fish meal. Well, what kind of fish? It opens the door for put anything in there.
You could put, yeah, anything in there.
So it's just good to pay attention. Now, I mean, dogs have been eating these foods for a long time. You're not gonna, kill your dog feeding them these food or anything like that. Same thing with cats, but a lot of things can be solved with nutrition. Whether it's, chronic ear itching, licking at paws,
Bad breath,
gut issues. These are all things that we have 4 big dogs, and all of them have a little something.
Oh, yeah.
And since we put them on the food, all the little somethings have become a whole lot of nothing. And it's been fantastic. It's been very eye-opening. Our Pitty that we were talking about that's now 8 years old, she's had 2 ACLs, countless surgeries, and she's running around like a puppy again.
Oh, wow.
So while, food can be a solution for a lot of things.